one mission, two questions, some great people. I'm standing outside the Fraser Coast Chronicle, and guess what? I'm going to see if I can find a journalist. Right, so I've got Blake here, and Blake is a journalist at the Fraser Coast Chronicle. Blake, why is reading really important for your job?
Well, reading is really important because for me, reading other writers really made me want to be a journalist when I grew up. So when I was a kid and going to the local library, I'd always be really fascinated in picking up other books and finding out what stories they could tell, and then wondering one day maybe I'd want to tell them, whether it's through the news or writing my own book. And the thing is, there's really nothing that compares to, picking up a good book off the shelf and being able to be absorbed by that story. It's almost like you sort of become part of it when you start reading and turning all these pages and finding out what happens to the characters. And I guess as the old saying goes, for a writer like myself, not all good readers write, but all good writers read.
That's fantastic. And Blake, would you like to read Fred Dewitt's Wacky Plan Really Fails?
Yes, I would love to read the book.
That's awesome. Thanks, Blake.
Have a good one.
I'm outside a real estate agent. I'm going to see if I can find a real estate. So I've got Rob here, and Rob is a real estate agent. Rob, why is reading really important for your job?
Well, it's important to us because we need to review contracts and all sorts of documents daily. If we don't read, we're not learning the new terminology people are using, and we can't understand what's being put in front of us. So for us to read, it's not just a skill that we get to use outside of work, but it's a skill we need in work.
Rob, why would you like to read Fred Dewitt's Wacky Plan Really Fails?
Well, I'm excited to read it because I've heard it's a great, funny read and it just looks amazing. So I'm super excited.
Thanks, Rob. So I'm outside the Bank of Queensland. I'm going to go and see if I can find a bank manager. How cool is that? So I've got Wade here, and Wade is a bank manager at the Bank of Queensland. Wade, why is it really important for you to be able to read in your job?
Well, Graham, in my job, there's a lot of things that you need to know. You need to know how to answer questions that people might ask you. You need to know the regulations that you have to deal with. So there's lots and lots of things you need to know in my job. And so without reading, I wouldn't be able to gather that information. I wouldn't be able to gather that knowledge that I need to be able to help my customers better. And besides, I really enjoy it.
Thanks, Wade. And why would you love to read Fred Dewitt's Wacky Plan Really Fails?
I'm really looking forward to reading this because it looks like a really good read. It looks like a funny book. I love a book with lots of pictures, and I'm not the best reader either, so I like to practice reading different books that I'm not used to reading because it makes me a better reader as well.
Thanks, Wade. So the truth is out there. Everybody that I spoke to thinks that reading is really important for their job. And secondly, everybody wants to read Fred Dewitt's Wacky Plan Really Fails.